Good morning, everybody. Hello,
Hello.
Abby. Don't leave me. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week because we all know that the world is crumbling and everything is out of
Mm,
control and
mhm.
everything. But are we talking about that shit? Fuck no. We're going to talk about good things, a little bit about ourselves as women.
Clamming.
Women. Um,
Eh.
I did ask Abby at the beginning that if you wanted to talk about something as intense as this, because I will get intense. However, she's like, "Yeah, no, this is probably not the best topic to get into before we, for our time back, right?" And I
Mhm.
agree. I definitely agree. And she was the
Like,
one. Yeah, you were the one who
people
suggested.
can talk to us about it, but like right now, I feel like I can't catch a break from it on TikTok, and that's kind of good, but also like I have a lot of shit going on right now, and I don't need it
I think
adding to
I
that.
was about to say I think everyone's got a lot of shit going on, and you have that the world, what's going on in the U.S. on top of all the other personal shit as well. Like you are
Yep.
over
Yeah.
encumbered. Oh
So
my
like
god.
I personally, at least for this week, want a break for it. I want to provide kind of like a safe place, but also a break for our viewers as well, away from it. Like it's devastating.
No, it is. It is. And I think we all collectively can understand how devastating it is. So instead, we want to ask. Oh, I want to ask you, Abby, as well as
Me?
yeah, you in the chat and everyone. It's an AMA. Ask me anything. But I love asking questions. I love getting to know people. I love finding out their dark, dirty secrets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a Scorpio does.
Yep. As an ADD person,
Oh,
I
that's
don't
true.
don't give me any of that like small like the weather and shit like
Oh,
that. Give
fuck
me weird
that.
ass questions.
So I actually found a site I wrote on the Discord of
Hmm.
funny questions to ask. And I'm like, oh, what do you consider funny questions? This is very lighthearted, and I can't post it to you. Well, maybe, no, I can't post it to you because I'm using it on my other computer. Um, Actually, maybe I can if you want to look through some of these because these are gold. Um, but first question I want to ask: what is this is very interesting, okay? And for those who do not know me, I have a sensitive smell. I
Hmm.
love smelling things because my nose is just sensitive. But what is that thing you keep wanting to smell despite the fact that it doesn't smell particularly good?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, okay. I have one, and this is gonna be weird, but I have reasons. But before I do, let me see if I can send you this because this is a funny question to ask, right?
Right.
I like the smell of gasoline.
Oh no.
I know it's weird. I know it's terrible. Okay, so I
No,
have
but
very
I know what you're talking
yeah,
about
I
though. Like
know. And like
it's just a really hard no for me because I don't really like the smell of gasoline.
I know. So I have a history with it though. So my grandfather uh in the island of Aruba, you know, they used to have a fuel refinery there, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And he worked in this fuel refinery as like some higher up guy and whatever. Either he came home smelling like gas or like it just we would go visit and it always smelled of gas. Um and since I smelled it at such a young age, associated it with such a positive memory, right? So
Yeah.
now when I smell it, I'm just like, this smells nice. I like this. And not everyone's like, why do you like the smell of gasoline? I That's why, okay? It's associated with a good memory. I love the smell of gasoline. And I realize I'm not the only one who does. My sister does as well. I think for the
Yeah.
same reason. But outside of our family, there are a few people who actually do love the smell of gasoline. So, we're not that weird, right? I
Right.
mean, right?
I mean, you are, but I mean, like, I guess you're not the only
Oh,
person.
come on. There one smell that you smell and you're like, okay, I know this doesn't smell good, but I can't stop smelling it. Like it's just good. Do you have anything like that?
I don't really think I do because I have like a really hard time smelling things. Like
Mm.
I've always told you and Chelsea this that and like this freaked y'all out like at the start of COVID. I'm just like I can't really smell things.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um and it's weird because I'm like I'm not sure if I'm having like an olfactory hallucination when someone's
Ah,
like, "Oh
yeah.
yeah," like I distinctly remember that it's like I got in a car with a friend and my sister, and the friend had like this like egg McMuffin. It's like fresh eggs from McDonald's, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And Darcy's like, oh yeah, it smells really good, and I'm like, I don't smell anything. Admittedly, I was in the backseat of the car,
Yeah.
but it was like a good full minute before I smelled it, and I'm like, I don't
Ah, I
know if
see.
I'm actually smelling this or because they were talking about smelling eggs and
Oh,
now I am smelling eggs.
I see.
So there are times that I'm not sure if I'm actually smelling certain like really strong smells.
Yeah.
But everything has like a really muted smell to me.
See,
Unless it's bad.
I
Like a really awful smell, then I will
oh
smell it. But
yeah.
like just casually, I don't really smell things.
Oh, Kuma says fresh egg from McDonald's is kind of an oxymoron though. That's true.
Well,
That's true.
like they're it's not like powder eggs.
Oh yes,
They'll
yes,
like
yes.
they'll probably have like a blended like egg solution thing, for it
Right.
scrambled or whatever.
Right.
Um, but like, and I get like a lot of McDonald's don't have the best quality, but we actually did go to one of the local McDonald's in that area that actually does have pretty good food.
Right. I also, so there are certain, speaking of smells, I like how we balance each other out because you say you have like a muted smell and I smell everything. It's a curse and a
Yep.
blessing and a curse.
You'll
Because
have to tell me at work when something smells weird.
yeah, because I'm like, do you smell that? And you're like, no. And I was like, okay, it smells like this. And I try to describe it as best as I can because it's if we're leaking gas and this whole place is gonna explode, I need to warn people because I can smell it.
Yeah. There are times where like our boss will come to us like it's like it stinks in this area of the warehouse. I'm like, Ricey, I'm not
Oh
gonna be able to
God.
find this. I'm gonna need you to help at least narrow it down
Oh
for
my
me.
God. And it's you, I just, especially when we're cleaning the cat litter, you warn me. You're like, listen, I'm about to clean the cat litter. You're going to smell it. And it's like a wall of just like whoosh. And I'm
I
like,
like
whoa.
get the fuck out of the office.
Yeah.
Go take a 10-minute walk or whatever. Get
Yeah.
out.
Cause good Lord, I have such a sensitive smell. I think
You
that's why
really do.
I think that's why I love food so much too. Cause my food
Probably.
tastes
Because you
like,
can actually taste it.
oh my God, delicious. Love it. Um, okay. So that was first question. Also, to anyone who's listening, you are more than welcome to answer as well. I'd love to read everyone's answers. Um,
Yeah.
so let's see. Okay, here is
Hang
how we're
on. I
gonna.
have one.
Okay,
I have one.
okay.
This isn't a funny one, but this one like had me like pause and really think about it. That
Okay.
it's like, where was the last place you went for the first time?
The last place I went to for the first time. Let's see. The last place I went. I didn't. Yeah. Okay. So this is difficult because I haven't gone anywhere because pandemoniums.
COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. But the last place I went for the first time. I'm literally cycling back. Okay. I don't know if this is appropriate, but I so we went to the MomoCon, whatever, right? I never really explored Centennial Park. So when we had our hotel right
Mhm.
across from the thing, you had to cross over Centennial Park and to get over to look at it. So I actually
Yeah.
walked through Centennial Park for the very first time since MomoCon. I've never done that before. It's
Is
beautiful.
that the one that's like on the like? So there's like the Momo building then there's like the hotel that's kind of attached, like with the
Yes,
CNN building and
yes, the
everything, and
Omni
then
Hotel. Mm-hmm.
and then like on the other side of that.
Yes, and
So like
then
the Omni's between Momo and the park.
yes. Well, no, no, no.
Okay.
Omni is right
Uh,
next to it. So they're all on one side, right? And then the park is right in front of them, like right in front of the Omni Hotel. And then behind it is where my like you have to cross the park, and that's where my hotel was, as well as like a Waffle House and all that stuff. So I got to explore a part of Atlanta that I hadn't explored before, which was really nice. Not only just Centennial Park, but like that area of stores and shops and stuff. That was really cool, and restaurants and all that. So I got to explore that part, which for a lot of people may not be like a big thing. But granted, it is just a small park. However, it's a touristic site, so I went to that for the first time.
Hey, it's hard to fuck up a park, really.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like it's
It's
like
so pretty. Oh my god! And you're surrounded by all these city buildings. I love cityscapes. I love them.
and
Gorgeous.
it's an established park, so it's gonna have like really good features, like really nice big old trees, and like
Oh
the
yeah,
turf is gonna be settled and everything. So it's like
it's
it's
very
hard not to have a
nice.
good park.
It's very nice. I
Um,
really enjoyed it. And so did everybody else. You see people in cosplays just sitting there, just absorbing all the vitamin D because we haven't been out in the sun for a while. Like that shit. It was good. Very fun time. What about you?
it took me a while to like realize because I'm a creature of habit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, what was? And I think the last thing I went to was when we went down to the beach together with Chelsor.
Ah, yeah.
Um, I'm not gonna name the beach, but obviously I've been to Gulf Shores many, many times growing up
Oh
in
yeah.
Alabama. But what I went to for the first time in Mobile was Gamers and Geeks. This
Oh yes.
huge game store that has like
Oh, I loved
an
it.
internet cafe attached to it. It's got like a tiny little arcade on the back. It was really fun to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that was back in 2020. So it's like when I went with y'all was the second time I went,
I can't believe it was
but that was like
2020.
the most recent I had been.
Oh God, it feels so long ago now. I don't even
It
realize.
really
I
does.
remember that place because I bought a board
But it
game
was
from them.
you had a like that was really fun.
We have never finished it. Like we never finished like the other two escape rooms, and we were talking about it yesterday because me and Jack were playing board games yesterday. I was like, "Do you want to do an escape room?" But we're like, we're too tired, mentally exhausted because he made me play
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering, and it was intense.
I'm so sorry, honey. Hey, our card shop opened
Oh, seriously?
finally. Yeah,
Nice.
finally. They had their soft opening Friday, I think.
We're getting distracted,
And
but
like grand
nice.
opening is this weekend.
Oh,
So yeah,
I
that's
gotta let
finally
Jack
happening.
know. Good.
But Gamers and Geeks is a lot of fun.
It
It
is.
is a huge gamer setup. It's a lot of fun. Like the staff's there is really nice. They have some cool stuff. What impressed Chelsor and her husband like a lot was that they had like some old out of print mangas for
Yes.
sale
Yes.
in like
Oh my
excellent conditions kind
gosh.
of thing.
There were
And for
manga.
really good deals too.
There was manga that I saw from middle school, and I was just like,
Yeah.
"Holy shit! They have this! It's
Yeah.
crazy." They had Second and Charles could never, because my
Could
goodness,
never.
could never.
Never. And
Oh
it's not something that they regularly supply or anything, but it's
no,
like the fact that they have it is just impressive. I
blew
remember
my
Chelsea
mind.
and her husband bought like a huge ass stack of a series that they're like, we'll never see this again anywhere else. We don't know what
Exactly.
we're missing from this, but we're getting it.
Yeah,
All of it.
it's crazy. My goodness. Um, but yes, okay. Next question. This is going to be an embarrassing
Mm.
question, but not really, but maybe.
Yeah, I mean, me
What
and
was
Chelsea talk about our periods on her
Oh,
stream,
that's true.
so
That's true. Okay, so what was the most embarrassing place you have ever farted? And I have one.
actually I had that on my list as well.
Really?
Most embarrassing place.
You've ever farted?
I think I've kind of gotten to that point um, where it's like it's a natural bodily function, and I'm too exhausted to really give two fucks about it.
That's us being old.
Um, yeah,
That's us being old.
but I feel like in like at the time, like a younger self, it's just like I would absolutely die in front of like from embarrassment because of this. I think I know what it is, and it actually happened really recently. Not really, like within the last 2 years, kind of
Yeah.
situation. It was in my own home, which whatever, it's my own home, and my husband had a good friend over,
Oh no.
and I completely just like kind of disassociated and did not like even remember that he was here and just let rip a huge one.
Oh my
But
god.
this is a guy that is just like like a man's man. It's just like you shit, you fart, you spit, you sneeze, you like do all this shit. You do that, cool, whatever. He like I have bad sinuses and stuff, so like I'll like hawk loogies and spit them. And he was just impressed that I could just shoot spit. So
Dude.
it's like it did not phase him any, but I'm just like, oh, I like that was not like a little lady fart. That was a full on like man fart too.
Oh no. I remember, okay. I remember this. I was in cosplay. I was also drunk, okay? Don't at me. I was a person who farted in the elevator in cosplay.
Oh my god.
And I was drunk and we ate, and of course it wasn't a silent fart, god no. It wasn't even a I smelled it. The moment it left my body. And we were in a hotel trying I was drunk, okay? I was drunk and I was eating. So don't at me. And I could see everyone just trying to just like not have an expression or anything like that, and it just made it worse because you're sitting in another. That's the worst place to fart. I do not care.
Yeah, no, there's no real airflow.
There's no. You just sit there and you're all just basking in it, and like it's and like I remember it was when I was just younger and partied too hard. And I didn't think anyone would care. I thought it was silent. It was not. It was just, and no one knew. No one knew who it was. No one. Okay. Like we all just collectively, we couldn't pinpoint who it was, which thank God. But I still remember when we left, they took like a breath of fresh air out the side of the elevator. And I'm like, God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And
you should feel bad about that.
I'm sorry. I couldn't.
You shouldn't feel like embarrassed about it, but you should feel bad for hotboxing those.
Oh no,
poor
I'm
people.
so sorry. That's what it was. And so like it was embarrassing. My friend was there. Like my friend at the time, like she was there and she was laughing, and I was just like, I am so sorry.
Shame.
But yes,
shame.
I know. I've
not embarrassment, just shame.
Oh my god, I hotboxed a people like in cosplay, and like I don't think they knew who it was.
How many people?
Maybe they did, and they were just being. Oh, I don't remember. I just remember it happening. So I just.
Was it like a full or just?
No, God, no. I wouldn't do that full on. I think mid.
But you
like
still
halfway,
did it.
I know. Part of me has to wonder if everyone knew because Drunk Ricey thought she was Slyer. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm gonna follow Drunk Ricey and pray that no one figured out it was me. I was drunk, and then my friend was just laughing. I think, and I barely because when I was much younger, I'm pretty sure she was laughing because she does, and like or giggling under her breath, and so no one could pinpoint who it was. I hope. But I apologize, and I still remember when people were leaving, they were trying to be like, breathing in subtly. But I heard it, and I'm like, oh God, it was that bad. It was just that bad. Oh, I'm sorry, but me and my friend, we were just drunk, laughing, and stumbling out. We're like, well, that's a thing that happened. I guess it's like common etiquette to not fart in an elevator, but people do it anyway, right?
Like that's the most like horrible thing you could do to somebody.
I know, because you're just stuck there.
And there's no real airflow or anything like that.
Yes, especially if you're at a con hotel and everyone's going to the first floor. you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you're fucked. Anyway, that was my question. What about you?
Let me see
Oh,
here. Oh,
I so sorry. I I want to tell the story too while you're looking for one.
go for it.
It wasn't a fart, but I still remember this distinctly. With it was me and my ex. We were sitting in church. I think it's his church or something, and
Mm-hmm.
they are all like bow our heads in prayer, like the silent prayer, right? I
Yeah.
As soon as he said that, and everyone was quiet, I burped. I burped really loudly. It came out of me, and I just like my ex was holding back such like a laughter because
Mm-hmm.
it was so silent, and this loud burp came out of me, and people were snickering, and he was trying to hold it back that his face turned red. That's another embarrassing thing. You don't burp in prayer, in silent prayer, but I did. No shame. It was a good time.
I think I remember like in church, and I kind of talked about this in passing on like Chelsor's stream, like in chat or whatever. Um, but I've been in 3 different major churches growing up. I think I remember in my first one, not like this little tiny kid, like 5 or under, where it's like they can't exactly control it. But I feel like I remember like an 8-year-old or
Oh
something
yeah.
kind of let a huge one rip. But I don't think it was during the middle of prayer. I think it may have been during like
Kids,
singing, like one of the hymnals or something.
as I say, kids have no shame, and I appreciate that.
But it's like he was like old enough to actually be embarrassed.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, because it's like 5 and under, they do not give two fucks like at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I do distinctly remember it was a little kid.
Gotcha.
Um, so my question is,
Yes.
favorite weird but brilliant food combo, just like a weird food combination.
Mayonnaise and fries.
That's not weird. I
It,
mean, it's a little weird for the South,
that's what I'm saying. I
but like the entirety of the North and Canada do it, and it's
I
a
was about
thing
to
over in
say
Europe. So it's
yes,
not.
yes. So I find it weird because when I ate it, I'm saying fries and mayonnaise, straight up, because I don't like ketchup. Um,
You don't like the vinegar.
I remember when I would eat French fries in the lunchroom or whatever. I had mayonnaise, and no parts disagree. It's still weird. Even lots of people do it. So throughout my whole life, I would eat French fries and mayonnaise, and I don't know why. It just tasted very good to me. It still does. Still does. And throughout high school, they were like, "Why would you eat this?" And I was like, "Well, I don't like ketchup," and they considered that weird. But I was just like, "Suck it up. That's what I'm doing." When I was in college, again, my ex at the time, I was eating French fries and mayonnaise and stuff. And one of his friends eventually they asked him, "Is your girlfriend Dutch?" And he was like, "Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah," because Aruba is a Dutch colony, Dutch Antille.
Yeah,
So yes, that's a very Dutch food, a very European food. But the fact
yeah.
that his friend knew that was a Dutch thing to do, and he's like, "That's too weird. She has to be Dutch." And I was like, "Yeah,
In
yeah, yeah. I mean, you're
the
not
South,
wrong."
probably.
In the South, yeah. So, but everyone gave me shit about it. And so that's the first thing that popped into mind because, like, you might not think it's weird, but a lot of people in the South genuinely believe it's weird that I eat my French fries with mayonnaise or
I eat
plain.
my French fries with barbecue sauce.
Oh, that's good though. Barbecue sauce in general
Yeah,
is good. Depends on what, like, really good barbecue sauce. I'm picky with
not
barbecue.
like I was about to say. I'm with you on that. It's like not all barbecue sauce is made the same.
Yeah, not all
Like I
barbecue
cannot.
sauces are equal.
They're not, and like I've had to explain this to people before. So like there's like rib barbecue sauce that's like a really runny vinegar
Oh
base.
yes.
I do not like that. I understand people liking that,
Yeah, it's
and I
good.
call it like a rib barbecue sauce is because you put it on your ribs and you cook it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gets reduced and becomes caramelized. It becomes real thick on your ribs. Straight up, like eating that, like dipping your French fries in it, chicken nuggets or whatever, not, it's not good. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. I know I'm weird with that stuff, but for
What
me, I was
I was about
thinking
to
of
say,
something.
yours is going to be interesting because you're a
It
picky
is because
eater.
I don't like food.
Mm-hmm.
I think the weirdest thing that stands out to me is Frosted Flakes and Doritos, the nacho cheese
What?
Doritos.
Wait. Frosted
Yeah.
Flakes
Yes,
and Doritos like mixed together?
nacho cheese Doritos.
Right, mixed together?
Yeah.
I'm visualizing the smell and I'm already like I don't think this is going to be okay with me. That's interesting.
And another one that like really weirded my friends out in high school, but until one of them actually tried it, he's the most explorative food wise. He's like, okay, like it's not as bad as I thought. Was peanut butter and tortilla chips.
Peanut butter tortilla chips?
And
Okay,
and
that
tortilla chips.
I've heard that. I think
They're
that's more
really like
common.
when you really think about it, they're really really bland flavored.
Yes. So I think
So,
that could be
like-
stomach. Instead of like a cracker taste, it's more of a tortilla chip
Yeah.
taste. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
But I like and to like make it work, I don't put my milk in cereal. I'll eat cereal dry and like drink milk out of a cup.
yes.
I don't know. I really got out of that
Mm-hmm.
in middle school or whatever. So I'll like pour in Doritos and crunch them up so they're a little bit like smaller bites.
Mhm.
And then I'll pour in like half and half, so half Doritos, half Frosted Flakes,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of stir them up and eat them that way.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
So it's got like the really nice salty flavor from
Yeah.
the Doritos and a very nice sweet flavor from the Frosted
So
Flakes.
I need. I'm willing to try. I'm
Yeah.
willing to try that.
And I had a friend like I'll do that with plain potato chips as well. But good
Ah.
plain potato chips too. I personally do not like kettle chips
I
in
love
that
kettle
concoction.
chips. Oh,
Kettle
I
chips are
love it.
good when you need like a good crunch.
That's why I love
don't
it.
always want it.
Oh, I love a good crunch.
I don't want that crunch always, so like a good Lay's potato chip or like a nice good salty plain potato chip,
Mm-hmm.
done the same way, mixed in with Frosted Flakes.
Ah, yeah.
I like it has to have like a really nice salty content. I do not like barbecue chips in that
I love barbecue
like
chips.
in that concoction. I
Yes,
like
I
barbecue
understand.
potato chips, but not in that concoction. So
Right.
my two favorite in that concoction are plain potato chips and nacho cheese Doritos.
Man, you're making me hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I'm so hungry. I'm trying to read Kumo's thing. Then again, it is coming from someone who likes Lay's with barbecue. Ooh, listen, I stand by what I say.
No. That like it's just no, I'm the exact same way. Like if I'm at a barbecue and they don't have like french fries or anything and just plain potato chips, I'll take potato chips with my food and like just dip them in the barbecue sauce because it's basically the exact same thing as either a french fry or a barbecue potato chip.
And also, we're in the South. You literally bathe in barbecue. That's our
Yep.
main sauce is
Yep.
barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have this one's you're gonna have to think of. We'll probably.
Okay. No, that's fine.
What is the sexiest name you've ever heard?
Hmm. I would have to like have heard it, or is it like a name I could have read, or what?
I would assume any name that you've heard or read or whatever, just a name that stood out to you for the first time. There is one.
I don't know. Like I grew up in the South, in the
Mm-hmm.
Bible Belt. I grew up in churches and things like that. So like I always thought like the books of the Bible had like some
Mm-hmm.
really cool names and things like that. Like I like grew up in a very diverse like schools and things like that. So I've heard some really interesting names.
Mm-hmm.
Um like I remember hearing like a girl named Soledad that I
Ooh,
thought was
yes.
absolutely beautiful. A lady named Guchir, a lady named Mieko. I like
I love that they're all lady names. We just have the
I
sexier names.
remember
I hate to say it, but women have sexier names than men. Straight up.
they kind of do. I remember hearing the first name of one of my teachers, um, Zambina.
Ooh.
Um, so like I don't really remember any like guy names off the top of my head. Like I feel like someone like Idris Elba has a
Uh,
really I wouldn't say sexy, but like a really, really cool name. Like
yeah.
it sounds really cool. Keanu Reeves. Like
Oh,
Keanu sounds like a
Keanu's.
really, really
Yeah.
cool. Um, I feel like there's probably some Marvel or some DC characters that have really cool names
Yes.
that I
Even,
can't recall at the
I was about to say,
moment.
even fictional made up names like
Mhm.
Calcifer, I think that's sexy. I don't know why, but Calcifer
Yeah.
is, come
I
on.
think Aziraphale, I do, like again,
Oh,
not sexy, but like they're just
they
different.
sound,
And I guess it's
yes.
because I, Abby, am a very white person who grew up around very white people with a very white name.
Mm-hmm.
So like all these different names have like sound really cool to me. I know a girl named Xandria.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like I'm surrounded by Johns and
Pete's.
yeah,
Pete.
Pete's and
Wait,
Paul's and Peter's and like
Earl.
all these other.
Earl.
I don't think I've ever actually met an
I
Earl.
have met an Earl. I
And like
can't. I
I don't.
can't.
So like hearing all these different names growing up or just like existing, I really like them. Now there are some really really weird names,
Oh, that's
but
true. That's
like
true. Um, so I do have. So again, I am of Latina descent, also the Caribbean. So I have heard many names in my life.
all
I
from one
hate to
person.
say it. I hate to say it, but dead ass Latino names are so much sexier than American names. I'm just gonna
Because
say it.
it's a Latin name of love
Oh
or a
my
Latin
god.
language of love. So
So
like Italian and French are both the Latin or Latin based languages of love. English
mhm.
is not a language of love, like at all.
I love the name Alejandra Alejandro. So nice.
Yes.
They
Oh
the
wait, hang
way
on,
it
girl.
rolls off the tongue. Yes, go ahead.
Was it Oscar Isaac Hernandez Estrada?
Yes, Hernandez Estrada.
Yeah, that's the sexiest name.
Oscar Isaac in general is just mwah. I love him. But okay, so female names like Alejandra or Alejandro, they're both
Mhm.
male, female. Alejandra, Alejandro, gorgeous.
Mhm.
Yvonne, I love the name Yvonne. Violeta, love it. It's Violet, but Violeta for women. They had, I'm trying to think of people that I met. Um, this is overused, but Maria is still a beautiful name. Maria is a gorgeous name.
Mhm.
Magdalena, heard that, loved it.
Yes.
I love those names. And then for the boys, Santiago. I don't know why, but Santiago gets me. Or Diego. Diego gets me. Or
Hey, speaking of Diego, did you know that Umbrella Academy season 3
I
is
did. I
out?
haven't watched it yet. I have to.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I just
Yes.
like, I'm not watching anything on YouTube. I don't want to watch anything on Disney. let's see what's on Netflix. First thing is Umbrella Academy. Like, how did I miss this? Oh, right, the world's collapsing around us.
Oh yes. Oh, I know it's the worst possible time. Hold on. There we go. Um, Angel. Angel is still beautiful. It's Angel, but Angel. Angel is, my goodness. Uh, I've heard Valentino. Valentino is really beautiful as well. And then you have like David, David. Um, I'm trying to think. See, there's so many. I think this is all I can think of. There's so many beautiful, sexy Spanish names, and those are all the things I can think of at the top of my head right now. Right?
Yeah.
Because I've been surrounded by people with those names. Santiago. There was a Santiago in our church, and the way they just, I would name my son Santiago. My goodness. Wow.
Again, I think my thing is like I find like names that aren't just like slap in the face white. Just
There has to be a sexy white name. There has to be. Let me look this up. Googling.
good luck with that, man.
Okay, hold on. Sexiest white person name.
Um,
Okay. 200 most attractive and hot guy names that women love. First
these are a
one.
bunch of basic
First
bitches.
one. Abe. Abe.
Abe on a white man? No. I actually knew like it, and it's Abe is short for Abraham.
Yes.
So no.
Oh, Adonis. Okay, first of all, I don't think anyone could live up to the name of Adonis.
I love how like romance books try to like play up their male leads as Adonises.
Oh yeah, yes. But no. Alessandro is an what the that get that shit out. I see this on this list. Alice Alessandro. Alessandro. Get that y'all stealing. Y'all motherfuckers stealing.
That's not a white name.
Oh, okay. I did hear this name. I think it was in what's that show again? The Chilling Tales of Sabrina. Ambrose. Ambrose is a gorgeous name.
Oh yeah.
Ambrose is a good name.
Yes.
We need more Ambrose in the world. Bring that back. So there. I guess there are a few names. I just wish that we can be creative and bring out those names. Name a kid Ambrose. That's a good son name too. Santiago and Ambrose. That's what I would name my sons.
All I'm hearing is that you're planning your next two pets.
Yeah. No. My next two pets are gonna be food based. Always. So the issue with white names is we associate names to people we know. So Oscar could have been sexy once upon a time, but now with the Grouch and the Myers, the association goes down. I actually have.
It's a generational thing.
Yes.
Here in America, like Oscar was an old white man's name.
Okay. I will also say that I have a tío named Oscar, but we never say Oscar. It's Oscar. His name is Oscar. And if we're doing, actually, what's Oscar Isaac's name again?
Hernandez Estrada.
It would be Oscar Isaac Hernandez Estrada. That's his Spanish name.
And how he pronounces it to the general public, he does pronounce it with a white accent.
Yeah.
He'll like roll his R's and stuff, but he does it. It's very obvious he is having to play to the white audience of America.
Yes, but his Spanish name, because he's Guatemalan, is Oscar Isaac.
Half Guatemalan, half Cuban.
Yes. So he's Latino in all sense of the word.
Calm down, ma'am.
Oscar Isaac. That's his name. Everything else can go just a bit still. Oscar Isaac, still such a name, even if it's like said in the white person. Oscar Isaac just rolls off the tongue. Mwah. Love it. Anyway, we got to move off this. We're spending too many times on names. Do
Yeah,
have a
you are
question?
starting to fixate,
Yeah.
and if we're not careful, Kuma will be just like one little push, and we're off on a wrong tangent.
I know. We're always talking about fucking Moon Knight or Oscar Isaac. All right, moving on. Moving on.
So, I think this one's fun and interesting. If your life were a TV show, what genre would it be?
A comedy.
A comedy?
Comedy drama. Only because I want my life to be a comedy drama. I don't like, as TV shows, comedies or comedy dramas, like,
Mm-hmm.
I should, okay, so, I want it to be that. Like, that's what I want my thing to be. I want my life to make people smile and laugh, even if it's things that are embarrassing, but like hilarious. But also, if there's things that happen that are like teaching moments.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm envisioning is something like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where you have like, like a hilarious group of people who like love each other and they're like a family, and the way
When
that they
you have
interact.
someone you can banter off of, I can absolutely see you like Brooklyn Nine-Nine for you.
That's what I mean.
Like with your family, with me.
I was about to say, with the people that I'm surrounded by, I need to banter and like be witty and stuff like that.
When Chelsea actually will banter with you, she doesn't really banter with you like I can, but when she banters with you, it's like I absolutely see Brooklyn Nine-Nine for you.
Yes. Chelsea says, "Who's your favorite gremlin?" I said you. My wives. My wives are my favorite little gremlins. We're all just gremlin together.
Oh, I don't know. Chopper
What's Chopper?
from Star Wars Rebels. I showed you that TikTok and it has that little like droid.
Oh
little orange
yes,
droid.
yes.
He is an agent of chaos. And I love Chopper so much.
For sure.
Like I love both you and Chelsea. Both of y'all are my gremlins. But like y'all ain't got nothing on Chopper.
She's like, I'm trying to start
I really
drama.
need you to watch Star Wars Rebels. Like
I do.
you really need to see Clone Wars because there are some people that roll over into Rebels.
Okay.
But I need you to watch Rebels so you can see Chopper because Chopper would automatically become your all-time favorite character.
I know.
Not even joking.
I like chaotic characters. But anyways, going back to the question because I got sidetracked. What would your life genre TV show be?
I feel like it would be like slice of life.
Ah, okay.
Like I'm a very routine kind of person. I feel like it would be slice of life.
That's nice though. I think
hopefully very low drama, but you know.
I was about to say I love slice of life animes in general, especially like very funny ones. Again, I like comedy. But I can appreciate a good slice of life anime for sure.
Because it's very routine, it's very normal, but it's like
wait,
the people around the main character help make it interesting.
I was about to say,
but I don't think I could ever have like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine like comedy drama kind of situation like you can, because I don't have anyone that will banter with me like you do.
Yeah, but I'm chaos.
But you know there are those episodes or those characters that will come in and cause absolute chaos for the main character.
Oh, for sure.
And that's you.
Hell yeah. Can we wait? Would Ozymandias be considered a slice of life? Let me look this up.
I think it is.
Because Ozymandias is
I love that
perfect slice of life.
Because it's very like very slice of life, very like normal until like someone interacts with somebody else.
Yes.
Because they focus on different girls at different points, but it's just like it's a very, very normal until one of them has a question.
Oh my
or
god.
comment.
Yes.
And then it spirals. And honestly, that's how me and you are.
I love it. I'm here for it. I love
We'll have just like normal ass, boring ass time, and then you're like, hey, this, and we just spiral.
That's because I don't like being bored. So we get to cause chaos so I don't get bored. This is how I view the world. I don't like being bored. Let's cause chaos. Let's commit crimes. What? I am the worst slice of life character to be around. Oh man. Do you want peace? You ain't getting it from me. Oh hell no.
What is peace?
Yeah.
No, you're right. I feel like that would be more your like style though. Like not necessarily like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but like Anzumanga Daioh
Azumanga Daioh. Oh yeah. The
absolutely
randomness.
sounds like 100%
Ugh.
your genre
Yeah.
though.
I just like something that's comedic. I don't like to take life too seriously.
Yeah.
Me personally. So having a nice comedy like you said, Azumanga Daioh
Hmm.
or Brooklyn Nine-Nine would be something good. But dead ass, there are some great slice of life comfort
Hmm.
animes that are just
Yeah.
so good. So good. Man. So I can appreciate a good slice of life. That's a good genre. You did good. That's
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
Um oh shit, I gotta it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Let me try to find a good one.
I still think my favorite gremlin is gonna be Chopper.
You can stay I was y'all, my wives. Myself and my wives when we're all together.
Oh God, they're like we are an
I know.
unstoppable force when we're all together. And Chelsea lets us be an unstoppable force. She has to rein us in constantly.
I found the perfect question. Yes, that's true though.
Perfect question.
I do. That's a very good question. That I found the perfect question. Do you think the sea is salty because the shore never waves back at it?
Yeah,
Sorry, dad.
yeah.
Dad jokes. Dad jokes. That was actually on this list that I have. There's dad jokes. What the fuck?
I broke my husband yesterday because we're gonna talk about periods for a second. My
Go ahead.
period started yesterday. My stomach was really hurting. I told him it's like I am in Spain without the S.
Yeah.
He's like, what? I'm like, I'm in pain.
Yeah. I
He's
have.
like, oh, I thought you were gonna be like or whatever, and I'm like, I am in Spain without the spin.
Yeah.
He's like, what? I'm like,
No. So
he chased me after that.
oh god, no! Don't touch me if I'm on my period. Actually, I'm gonna be on my period soon too. I feel these symptoms coming up, so I'm already like,
Mm-hmm.
God, this week is already fucking up. Bah.
God.
Um, let me see. I'm trying to. So that was a joke
Oh, God.
question. Um, I'm trying to find a good one. Oh, here's a good one. What music instrument has the most annoying sound to you? I know the answer
Oh
for
my
this one.
God. One of the woodwinds.
Really?
I think I feel like it's the oboe that pisses me off really, really bad.
Really?
I kind of like the sound of the saxophone when it's played right. Clarinets can be really pretty, again, if it's
Oh
played
yes, yes, yes.
right. I think the one that annoys me the fucking most is the oboe.
I never knew that. Wow. Because it has such a deep sound. You can feel it in your chest.
Mm-mm. No, not to me. It's a really nasally sound for me.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm glad I asked that. I never knew that. That's really cool. So, mine is this, and this is how I know this is the worst sound in the world.
Mm.
Any like string and bow instrument, cello, violin, viola, all of that stuff, bass. The worst I first of all, I play violin. Okay? I play the violin.
Mm-hmm.
We'll stick with the violin for this one. The worst sound in the world is when you mess up on the violin and it screeches. Like you can force when you practice, um, all you hear is screeching because you need to find the flow of how to hold a bow.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking sound, that instrument, I love it and I hate it because that screeching sound is literally the worst sound in the world. And when I had to practice and it helped me to be better, dead
Mm-hmm.
ass, because it either helped me be better or I didn't want to play the violin anymore. But that screech is literally the worst sound in the world to me, like from a musical instrument to ever be played. When you know how to play the violin, viola, cello, bass, all that
Yep.
perfectly, it's the most beautiful sound in the world. I love the way it sounds, violins and violas. But if you mess up, it's there. It's so they're to me they're two extremes. That's how I view it. Two extremes.
I like any stringed instrument. Like, I love the sound of guitars, basses, like cellos, like any of it. Like, I love the sound of like the hurdy-gurdy and
Oh, dude, me too. Hurdy-gurdies are
um
cute.
what is it? The dulcimer part.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love all of those. I think all of those are pretty. Like,
String instruments are
piano
so
is
gorgeous.
considered a stringed instrument, right?
No, it's keys.
Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, like, because instruments are weird. Like, I know the flute is considered a woodwind even though it doesn't use a reed.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like, I love all stringed instruments. I think they all sound really pretty to me. Like banjos, I think sound really cool. I don't think
I
they
do
sound pretty. I
too.
just think they sound really cool. Like,
No.
especially when they're played
Oh my
by like
gosh.
a pro.
Yes.
Holy shit. Like, no one should ever touch it unless they get to that level
My
first.
goodness. A really good
Like a
banjo player
bass.
is so good. My goodness. And I don't like the whole country songs, but banjos, I love banjos. I don't know
Right.
why, but I do love banjos.
I
Guitars,
don't like
love guitars.
bluegrass or anything like that, but like a standalone banjo player
Yes.
sounds so good.
Mm-hmm. And I love guitars.
I
I
just
play guitar, violins, like you said. I do love stringed instruments. They're like top tier for me too. Mm-hmm.
I just cannot stand an oboe. Oboes again just
That's so
way too
crazy.
nasally.
Yeah, yeah. But it's interesting. I'm glad I knew that about it. See, look, we're learning about each other.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
I've heard bass saxophones. I think they sound really good, and
Oh
I
my
think
God,
bass
yes.
clarinet even. I think all of them sound good. I don't know what it is about the oboe.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, it has this nasally sound, but I don't understand like how its nasally sound bothers me more than just like an alto clarinet. Like,
Mm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Wow, that was my question for you.
Hmm.
I love that. Anytime we talk music, I'm all in. I love music. But yeah, do you have one?
Um, not yet. Oh well, here's one that just popped up into my vision. The zombie apocalypse is coming. Who are three people you want on your team?
Oh gosh. Any three people?
Any three people?
Do I have to know them?
No.
Hell yeah. Okay, that changes things. Sorry, I love you, my wives, but I don't think you can help me survive a zombie apocalypse. So,
That's valid.
any three people that can help me
Mhm.
survive the zombie apocalypse.
Mhm.
Jackie Chan. Okay.
His old ass.
Have you not seen the way he moves?
Ma'am, he's like what? 80?
Yeah, and he lived this long? Look, come on. Jackie Chan. Okay, well, fine. Not Jackie Chan. Who's the next best? No, it's Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan's just so good. He's still a teacher. He hasn't retired
Oh
yet, has he?
my bad. How did I get that wrong? He's 68. He can't be.
Yeah, so he's good. He's still good. He's still got another.
He's okay.
He's still got another 30 years on him, right? 40 years. He's probably gonna live to be 100. So Jackie Chan, for sure, because of his talents. And let's see. Have three? Did you say three?
Yep.
Okay. I'm thinking fighters. That's why. My brother-in-law. He's in the army.
Fair. Fair. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Fair.
My brother-in-law, he's in the army. God bless him. Him. And one more. Who is a good tactical person? Okay, so this is a friend of mine from college. I'm not going to mention his name, but a friend of mine from
Mhm.
college because he was an engineer and he can build things. So that guy.
Fair. Yeah.
Those three. He might die
Okay.
first because he's not very athletic, but an engineer who is super smart and he loves to build things, especially like robotics. If the zombie apocalypse happened, he would be the first to try and find like how to generate energy, which is good because
Right.
he's that smart. I think he's in California now, but that guy. I hope he's doing okay, but he's gonna be with me, and he's young. He's so much younger than me, so He's gonna be the baby of the group. But those are my teammates.
Okay. For me, I know this is like it. I just thought of this, so I'm kind of proud of myself. First person on my team is Les Stroud, the Survivor Man.
Oh, you're right.
Fuck, you're like, girl, all you're gonna be doing is fighting people. You're gonna end up dead. Les Stroud, because he is like, I think he's like a former Marine or something.
Yeah.
Not like he's not Bear Grylls, but he is like more practical than Bear Grylls.
Right.
Bear Grylls is like, you need to make sure you always have this, and this on you for any occasion. Like Les Stroud is like, well, this is how you can get around this kind of stuff. Then Jeremy Wade, the fisherman from like River Monsters and stuff like that.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
a world-renowned angler.
Okay, so you just think since he's a good fisherman to catch food?
Because he's like, yeah,
Okay,
and he's
okay.
strong enough. Like have you seen a lot of? He knows where to go fishing. He knows like to the point, like cubic foot, to get a fish.
Gotcha.
And he can
Okay.
get big fish at that.
Mm-hmm. He also has a boat and zombies can't swim. Good point, Kumo. Good point. Yes, that's exactly right.
And then I don't know his name, but the guy on the YouTube channel, Primitive Skills, because he has.
Oh
Okay, there's
gosh,
a
you're
lot. There's
right.
primitive builds. There's primitive technology. There's all kinds. Specifically, Primitive Skills, because he has made his own little like lifestyle.
That's
so he's
right.
like built a house. He's built like a fish farm. He's built like all this stuff.
I love watching
I'm
those
like-
videos, especially like primitive builds. Those are insane.
I should
You would
send
have a
Primitive
winning team.
Skills.
You would definitely have a winning team for sure. You would survive. I just fight to the death.
Yep.
I'm a fighter. If you
So
can't tell.
like, love you, Chelsor, love you, Ricey, but like that's got to be my team.
No, that's fair. I contribute nothing. I literally posted in chat. I would probably contribute to nothing. I'd cry. I'd
Chelsor said you were just gonna end up as bait.
Yeah, no, that's fair. If I can contribute in that way, bam, I'll be okay with that. So, do you think, this is just to tie off on your question, do you think a zombie apocalypse would actually happen? Like it's a capability like that it could happen?
I mean, maybe. I genuinely do not believe, like, with my entire being, that it will ever happen in our lifetime.
Right.
Like, honestly. Maybe somewhere down the line, if the world ever got its shit together and focused on technology and stuff, you'll probably have a mad scientist that fucked around with something that they shouldn't have and create something. Probably.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say.
But also, there is that, like, little fungus kind of, like, parasite that will, like, grow on, like, ants and spiders and bugs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, will, like, control them and stuff. I think that could eventually evolve up into, like, birds and mammals and things to us.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't think it's going to happen in our lifetime, like, at all. But it is a possibility that it could eventually evolve to us. So, not in our lifetime, not in the least. I don't think so. But there is always a possibility, like, way down the line.
I think so.
If
I was about
society survives that long.
I was about to say, for sure. Are you ready for a dark question? Oh, wait. It's your turn. Your turn to ask a question. Never mind.
I did ask. I asked if the zombie apocalypse is coming. Who are your three people?
And mine was the other zombie question. But okay, good question. Yeah. So this is a little dark. And I'm a dark person because that's just who I am inside. I'm a little morbid. Call that the Scorpio thing, right? Who do you wish you could torture for the rest of your life?
I'm gonna have to veto that question.
All right, we'll
like
veto.
That,
I was like, it's a little too dark,
it's like
right?
I got people, and I'm like, that's gonna get way too.
Oh, you mean personal people? Okay, yeah, no, we're not doing that then.
We can't.
I was thinking.
I'm sorry.
People. No, that's fair. All right. That's why I was like, I want to know, but also I understand you don't.
Like, I'll tell you outside of the
course.
podcast,
Of
but
course.
like for the podcast, way too political for us.
Okay. Here's one.
Okay.
If we were to have a boxing match, who do you think would win? But I want to add another thing to this question, okay? We're going to do like WWE style. We're going to have me and a teammate so we can tap out.
Okay, wait. MMA or WWE?
It says boxing match, so we'll just go MMA, right? Full on fighting, no theatrics, but we tap out if we get too tired. Who would be your partner and who do you think would win?
Okay, 1-on-1, me versus you. I think I
Yes.
would win.
You think you would win?
Yeah. Me versus you, I think we would win. Now, who you had as your teammate could absolutely
Okay.
dictate, like,
Let's just stick
who-
to us then. I think
Yeah,
I would win only because I used to actually fist fight my cousins and my sister. Like I used to fight my cousins and my sister.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Eh.
Yes, I do take it as a personal challenge, but I would never fight you. Ever.
No.
I would never fight you
No.
because I love you too much. But I do remember I used to get in fights, like physical fist fights with my sister and my cousin. So I know how to fight. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, you still think you'd beat me? I disagree. I disagree. I have a lot of confidence in my skills.
You're not gonna make it easy, but yeah, I still think I would beat you.
Well, I think it's the opposite. I think I'd beat you. But yes, I do agree with Chelsea. You do have reach. You do
I
have
do have
reach.
reach.
Oh, like holy shit! I heard your whole demeanor shift from your voice. I'm smiling, by the way, because I'm genuinely enjoying this. Am I? Am I?
And I don't like Ricey is not a threat to me. Ricey would never ever out of the blue attack me or
No,
anything
God,
like that.
no. Oh,
We
God, no.
understand that if this was a situation, this would be in the arena only and stay in the arena. That's it.
Yes, agreed. That and because I think you also have skills in fighting, but the way you learned it is different than the way I've learned my skills in fighting. Which is, I think, if we ever actually had like a fight, you know how they have like the celebrity boxing or the YouTube boxing or whatever,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. I'd love to do it with you, but I think you're a
Yeah.
little too tall for me. But I
I was
have.
about to say I don't know if they would let us be together. There's like a huge height difference.
Yeah, that's true. I was about to say I would never be able to fight you because of the the height difference. But that's fine. I still think it'd be interesting. But I have to disagree. I think I'd beat you. But just because of what I learned in the streets. In the streets.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Oh, man. We were the kind of kids that if we drew blood or whatever, or like we were like bruised pretty badly, it's like, don't tell mom, please don't tell mom, you have one hit on me kind of thing.
Yeah.
We were those kids.
It's one of those things that's like when I did combat, like stage combat,
Yes.
my professor had to constantly remind me not to do instinctual stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He had to call, especially in hand-to-hand combat, he had to constantly stop our fight scenes to remind me where I should and should not be.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the prime example when we got to rapier and broadswords.
See, well, we're not doing weapons. Hold up, we ain't doing weapons.
I know, but it's one of those things that's like, if I was one of his top students, then it's like, just based on natural instincts for fighting, then...
I was about to say, if it
I
came to
wasn't his
weapons-
top student ever for hand-to-hand combat. There was a girl, I think 2 or 3 classes before me, which she absolutely deserves that title. She's amazing. I believe she's moved on to being a stunt woman, and I'm so proud of her because she's fantastic. But I was a close second.
See, I would classify you as either a ranger or I guess definitely someone with swords or broadswords or.
I was about to
rapiers
say,
or
if we're
whatever.
going into D&D, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
for
agree
sure.
with that.
I'm either so for me, it's either melee fighter or just melee or a range fighter. Because I know how to use a bow and arrow because I used to do archery. So those are the only two classifications for me. I don't think I could ever use a sword because I'm like, this shit's too heavy. I don't want to keep holding it kind of deal, you know?
Right.
I'm fighting you and I'm bringing Ray with me. So good fucking luck. See,
God, no, no. I could take on Chelzor, easy
Yes.
fight. Not gonna argue it. Like as soon as she brings her husband to this, no thanks.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fight Ray. Fuck that dude.
Nope,
No,
I'm
man.
not.
No, I'm not
Can't
gonna
do
do that.
that.
Nope. Mm-mm. Nuh-uh. I'd be like, I
Like I could
forfeit.
bring on like what Jason Statham or somebody. I could bring on Jackie Chan, and I'm just like, Ray's got this. Ray has got this.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I literally forfeit. Be like, all right, bye. I forfeit. Oh man, I'm glad we had this conversation.
I think I've upset our wife.
Easy. Wow. Okay. Sure. Oh man.
I think I upset her.
No. 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 I think it's different because I know you had, like you said, you had training stage combat, and you have had experience.
But that's like that was just my most recent. I grew up around like a lot of
I know
fighting
from
well.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like
So
you had
it's like-
experience. I was an athlete. I learned. I had like a lot of athleticism. I could, and I used that to my advantage to fight
Beat
people.
your cousins.
and my cousins and my sister. So for me, I think it'd be a little bit different because mine is definitely like a wild style of fighting, while yours is definitely more refined and structured, which I think is a good combination. If we ever got into a group, hell yeah. Ricey out here fighting dirty AF. I had to fight for my place in the family. That's how it was for us. You gotta fight for the place in the family.
For family.
Yeah.
She fights dirty for
For the family now. But now I know how to fight with my words. So, because I'm more of a calm person. I fight with my words and not with my fists.
Yeah.
Kind of
No,
thing.
like you absolutely do.
I know how to fight with words now.
I feel like
get
the
my-
press conference before where we like toe up and like stare each other down, you're gonna be shit talking the entire goddamn time.
Oh yeah. Ricey and I out here biting fofos. Yeah, you bet your ass. Biting? Hell yeah, I'm a biter. I'll scratch. I got fake. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I got fake nails on this time, so I'm gonna scratch people's eyes out. Bet with these nails. I'm from the streets. Oh, man.
So Kuma's like, Ricey and Abby, here's the real challenge. Go to both of your husbands and tell them they have to fight Ray, no explanation, and share their reaction.
I would never. Okay, you seem to forget.
My husband is like a country boy, raised like farm animals, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
He loves to just wrestle. Like, not like fight, like down and dirty, like me and Ricey are talking about. He just like a challenge of dominance. It's basically what that is. It's just like, it's not like any kind of like ego boost or like maliciousness. It's just like
I have to describe my husband to
burning of
people.
energy.
I have to describe my husband. My husband is a soft city boy, okay? He was an only child, so he had a lot of love. He is a very soft-spoken sweetheart. He doesn't fight. He's too sweet. And then he marries me, a very fiery Latina, okay? So
Chihuahua.
I'm like a little chihuahua, and he is like the sweetest little like golden retriever with maybe some anxiety.
He has a Great Pyrenees. He's fucking white.
Yeah. Oh, yes. But he also has anxiety in that. So,
Oh.
And so if anyone, he's going to be like, Ricey, please don't make me fight. And I'm just like, oh, you don't have to fight. I'll go fight for you. I got you. No problem, baby. I got you. Like that. I'm the one protecting him because I'm much more fire. I'm the one who's like, if they mess up his order, I'd be like, excuse me, he asked for no pickles kind of thing. Bring it out. Because like no one's fighting Ray. And my husband, he's like, no, please don't. He's too much of a lover. He's not a fighter. He's a lover, not a fighter. Soft boy. So Abby has more faith in her husband than Jackie Chan. Oh, that's true. That's true.
I don't no, my husband like isn't like he's not gonna fight Ray. Like Ray has like traditional fighting like education. Like a fight with Ray, like my husband's not gonna do it. If it is like just like I don't know, like sports wrestling and not like MMA or boxing or anything, my husband would be all for it.
Mm-hmm.
But fighting, no. My husband isn't about that kind of shit.
My husband's too much of a lover, not a fighter. He wants peace.
Same.
He's like, please, let's just keep the peace, please. I
My
appreciate
husband's a
it.
Capricorn, so it's just like he wants the headbutt, so the wrestle,
Yeah.
to just wrestle.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, like he's not gonna like actually like fight anybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's one. I think I've asked this before. Oh, wait, no, it's your turn. It's your turn. I got this.
Let me see
And
here.
we're coming down to our final questions. Also, if you guys have any questions you want to know about us, or if you want to answer any of those questions, that we've asked, please go ahead. Do you think any of you guys can fight us, Mia or Abby? And who would you take on and who would win? That kind of deal. This is for you
Uh,
guys. Abby?
mirror, mirror.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mm,
I have
I'm
one.
trying to like find something that isn't like new to like super new to me. Um,
Okay. Oh, I have a question for you guys, too.
okay, go ahead.
Do you like dancing when no one is looking?
Yes.
I would love to see you dance when no one is looking.
It's very white girl.
Doesn't matter. I'd love to see. So, obviously, I love to dance with or without anyone
Hmm.
looking. I just like dancing. But being able to see, yeah, it's like being able to see you guys dance would be awesome. Comfortable and seeing. I don't care how white girl it is. I'd love to see you dance. I think dancing is such a good.
I've gotten older and I've understood myself better. It's like I realize like one of my favorite things to do is to dance.
Dancing is
Like
so
I
good. It doesn't matter how bad you are, but dancing releases a lot of energy, and you just get good energy. Like it's just a good thing to dance. Or waltz. Waltz is good too. Like any form of dancing is good, in my
and
personal
I don't
opinion.
really know like any of the traditional ballroom dances. I know other like structure dancings,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
more historical dances and stuff like that. Um, I mean like I like going to raves. It's that
Ah,
weird.
yes.
I have found some people on like TikTok and stuff have the exact same kind of like sentiments about raves where it's like it is a social event without any of the socializing. It's
Yes.
very like easy introvert thing to do. I go to raves. I am the focus of nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody like I am here with everybody. Everybody knows that I am here, but nobody is paying attention to me. So I feel like if you ever like just pay attention to me while I'm dancing at a rave, then you would kind of see how I dance when
Yeah.
nobody's around because it's kind of the same thing to me
No,
anyway in
that's a
my
good.
head.
That was supposed to say that's a good take on it for sure.
Hmm.
I'm just like if there's music, I'm dancing. I love dancing, even if I can't dance because I can't. But I act like I can, and then I just dance, and I'm just like, this is great. Go into the rhythm, and also it's nice to have it like to get out of your head. It helps you to just get out of your head for a moment. Can you ever really watch someone when no one's looking though? Yes, I have secret cameras in her house.
Yep.
She doesn't know until now,
Hmm.
until this very moment.
Um, what about you?
Oh
Do you
yeah, I
dance?
dance all the time, with or without people looking. And I'll even go so far as to say I'm trying to learn some TikTok dances. Like I like not like TikTok dances, but dances on TikTok that they try to actually teach you, like hip hop
Yeah.
dances and how to move more fluidly with your body. I'm that
Yeah.
person. I do it without no one looking because when I practice, I'm so in my head trying to perfect it. So
Hmm.
that's the only time I feel like that I can't let anyone watch me is when I'm practicing and I'm trying to get it down pat. But yes, I love dancing. I like
I do
it.
too.
This is so good. It's a good thing to do. Even if it's just to
Um,
wave your arms in the air.
so
I
I
like it.
found a
Go ahead, go
question
ahead.
if you're ready to move on from that.
Yes.
Um, if you could see one movie again for the first time, what would it be and why? And I will even say, if you want to recreate the situation of the first time watching it.
If I could watch one movie for the first time all over again, and why? I would watch Pride and Prejudice.
Really? The one with Keira Knightley?
Yes. The
Okay.
reason being, I remember we were going to the movie, and I would recreate how I watched it. Okay.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
We went to the theater, but I was watching another movie. I don't even remember what the other movie is. But my sister and my
Right.
mother, I think, watched Pride and Prejudice in theaters, and I watched a different movie. If I could, I would take that back and I would watch it with my mom for the first time, like they did. That's what I would do, for sure. Because it was something my sister loved, my mother loved, and I didn't watch it till much later, like until we got the DVD and I watched it and I was like, I missed out on this with you guys.
Mm.
I would have loved to watch it with my mother and sister when they watched it for the first time, for sure. That's how I would watch it. And it's one of my favorite movies of all times because the music and the cinematography is just so delicious. So delicious. What about you?
I have several. Um, I feel like I would want to watch something like um Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Um,
I was gonna say,
again for the first
I've watched that
like
so many times in the
I
theater.
watched it several times, especially on the big screen, and I was lucky
Yes.
that like I was able to get my dad to go see it on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
I am so glad I did get to see it on the big screen. I would just love to see it again. Just like have all of that like experience kind of like new because I have watched it so many times. I've watched the cinema wins for it so many fucking
Same,
times.
same.
Like I bought it for my birthday on Blu-ray when it came to like Blu-ray and DVD.
Yeah.
And like a week later, a friend of mine is just like, "Oh hey, Into the Spider-Verse is on Netflix." And I'm like, "Cool, thanks for letting me know." I bought the Blu-ray for my birthday.
Right.
Um, I would love to see that again, just like on the big screen, like have that experience again. I also feel like maybe one of the um Marvel movies I would love to see again, like Endgame,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
was just so good. Like I had the audience experience as well, which
Oh, that.
I've mentioned multiple times. I love a wonderful audience
Yes.
experience.
I feel like
Um,
Endgame would be one top tier like movie to see again for sure because of
right.
the audience for sure.
It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I'll even like it's one of those things that's like I'll even like accept crying again in that movie, um, kind of situation. But like that climax was so fucking good. I would love to have that as a first experience again.
That
Um,
for sure. And
another one would that I would recreate the first time seeing it would be Spirited Away because my dad took
oh,
me and my little sister when we were kids when
mm-hmm.
it came to America's theaters.
See,
And we saw that on the big screen. That
see,
was like my first real introduction to actual anime and understand that it was not there was no way for me to confuse it as like an American setting.
right. Go because it teaches you about like this is Japanese spirits. Like this is their culture in a beautiful way. By the way, it was stunning. I never saw it in theaters because I honestly never remembered it being in theaters for me. That I like genuinely don't remember, but I can understand seeing it in theaters for the first time must have been so magical. Because that movie in general is just so magical.
It was so good. And like I don't know how my dad knew about it. Like I don't know. All I know is that my mom didn't come with us because mom didn't care about like anime or anything like that.
Yeah,
So my dad was very excited to take me and my little sister. It was amazing. And when I think for like the 15th anniversary or whatever,
yeah.
um, it like Ghibli movies came back to America. Spirited Away came back to American theaters. only certain ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I did take my dad and little sister to go see that again.
Nice.
And it's just like it is an experience to see a Ghibli movie, like a Hayao Miyazaki movie at that on the big screen. Like
Mm.
I would absolutely love to see Nausicaa on the big
Oh
screen.
yes, because you
And
love
that's not
Nausicaa.
like I want that to be like my first experience. Like I just want to see that personally on the big screen.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Well, one more. Do you want to end here? Or do you want to have one more question?
One more question. What's your favorite Ghibli movie and why?
Oh, yay. So, okay. So, I didn't watch Ghibli movies until I was much older, and
Agreed.
I would say in my later teen years or early
Mhm.
20s kind of thing.
Mhm.
And I think we've answered this, but I'm going to just say it. I have two. They're vastly different. So, I absolutely love um Howl's Moving Castle, which I feel like is a lot of people's favorites, right? Again,
Yeah.
absolutely
Agreed.
fair
Yeah.
for the magic and the romance and all of that stuff.
Like a true fantasy movie.
Yes, but also I related to Sophie so much because of her self esteem, because I also had
Mhm.
such bad self esteem issues at the time when I watched it. So I really, really related to Sophie a lot. And
Right.
then when she's like, "Oh, I'd rather just be an old woman because I feel like I wouldn't care." I thought, you know what? That sounds amazing. I wouldn't mind being old, so I would stop caring, kind of deal.
And
Uh,
you turned 30 and did.
and then I turned 30 and I did. God, God bless. But I feel like this isn't a lot of people's favorite, but this is actually my favorite because of, let me just say, the female empowerment in this film. It's a little bit more lighthearted. It's so cute, and it deals with like heavy themes of like war and stuff in a lighter way, and that's Porco Rosso. I love
Oh,
Porco Rosso. I love the
Porco Rosso is
characters.
so good.
I
I
love
feel
the
like Porco
characters.
Rosso is like one of the most underappreciated
I
um
It's my comfort
Miyazaki
film.
films.
I agree. It is one of my comfort films. I love that film so much. One,
It's
because
so quiet.
it's not only quiet, it's so peaceful. But
Hmm.
it also has so much female empowerment because this is, I think, in the start of World War II, I think, or something. The rise of fascism in Italy, right?
Yeah.
Um and all of the women of that time, because all their men went to war, the women of the time were the ones who built the plane, right? His new plane.
Yep.
That was so powerful. And he gave, what is it, a young
And it was a
girl,
woman designer.
yes, an engineer, a female engineer. That wasn't, he's even admitted, like, that wasn't a thing that happened at the time. So there was a
Mhm.
female engineer who was a genius, by the way, who was fiery, had like attitude, like didn't let any guy step on her in any way, shape, or form. And all the guys respected her for it. They showed
Mhm.
respect for her talent, for everything, for her work. I love that film. And also there, like, you have beautiful scenery, like the ocean. I love the ocean, like seaside stuff. Love that. And it's just so good. It is so good. And I get that it's an underrated film, but it's my comfort film. I love that film so much. Because the big, what is it, climax of the film or whatever is
Mhm.
just a competition between two guys to see who's the best. That's it. Like,
Yep.
it's so sweet and it's so good. Um I love Porco Rosso. Those are my two favorites. Like Howl's Moving Castle and Porco Rosso.
I
They're
feel
feel
like
good films for sure.
the so obviously any like big old guard anime nerd, like anyone that's like deep dived into anime for more than 8 years, always has the question, it's like, what's your favorite Ghibli film? I feel
Hmm.
like that needs to be updated as like, which is your two favorite Ghibli film?
There,
In all honesty.
I mean,
Because I have multiple favorites as well. Like
yeah.
my heart belongs to Nausicaa. My
Oh
heart belongs to
yes.
Nausicaa.
Mhm.
Like I remember Spirited Away being my first Ghibli film, my first Miyazaki film, all of that. But like I adore Nausicaa so much. Like I love the movie. I love the books that he had to write for it. Like I
Yes. Yes.
love every aspect of it. And like there are days where Spirited Away is like one of my favorites, but then it's like, oh, but there's Howl's Moving Castle that just has this whimsy to it, but there's also Kiki's Delivery Service that has this heart to it.
I
Like
relate to,
it's
oh my God.
hard
I relate to Kiki's
not to
Delivery
love them.
Service. Oh yeah. It's like, I relate to Kiki's Delivery Service as an adult with the burnout and
Yeah.
everything. Like, I can
And it's a
appreciate that
little
too.
heartbreaking, like going back as like our age and watching it, it's a little heartbreaking because it's like you're 16, you're 14, 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She's like 15, right? Because
I
that's
think
when
so.
she's allowed to leave.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's 14 or 15. You're right. Around that young
Um,
age.
and she gets burned out within a year. And it's
Mm-hmm.
heartbreaking that someone so young gets burnt out like that.
Mm-hmm.
Chesa Ord said Princess Mononoke, and it's like it's hard not to just like that's another one that I really want to get to see on the big screen because it's
Oh,
just
yes.
bluringly beautiful.
I think so too. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Especially the
but
spirit animals. My goodness.
oh
The way they
god,
designed them. Wow.
it's so good.
Yeah.
I also like Castle in the Sky. I feel like a lot of people like you're like Porco Rosso. I'm like okay, so a little
I
backstory.
like.
I like you like in my teen years. When I was in high school, I made it like my life goal to get through every single last Ghibli movie. To watch
Yes.
every single last
Yes.
Ghibli movie.
Yes.
Um so like people not like people are like, "Oh, what's your favorite Ghibli film?" and not even know what like Porco Rosso is. It's just like kind of like crushing and like insulting. I'm like, "How do you not
I
know
was about to say
this?"
Porco Rosso's good. But yes.
Um but like they also don't really know what Castle in the Sky is, and that's like
I
another iconic like the top five are Kiki, Spirited Away, Nausicaa, Princess Mononoke, and Castle in the Sky. Like
Castle in the Sky
those
is
are
also
the
so good.
iconic Miyazaki films,
Yes.
and like people like won't know Mononoke, won't know Nausicaa, won't know like the older crowd, people older than us. Like
Mm-hmm.
I knew a girl that's like like I remember watching Mononoke or not Mononoke, but Nausicaa in like the early 90s when it first came to
Oh yeah.
America on like
Uh-huh.
VHS and stuff.
Mhm.
So people do know about it, but like the younger crowds, our generation and younger don't really know them.
That's what's so crazy. Like, I think like you said, they're classics. They're those are just classics. But I do agree that Castle in the Sky, it gives me such wonder. I like that is also a movie very much similar to Spirited Away, that it's just such a
Hmm.
magical wonder, like wonderful adventure film.
I think Castle in the Sky, hear me out. I think Castle in the Sky is the near perfect merge between Spirited Away and Porco Rosso.
I can see that. I can definitely see that for sure because they're sky pirates. They're pirates.
They are sky pirates,
Mm-hmm.
but it has like all of this heart that Spirited Away
It
had.
does. It does. My goodness. I agree. Like Castle in the Sky is also a very good close favorite of mine for sure. Well, I guess that's
I now
everything.
just want to go see these on the big
I know.
screen.
You can see it on HBO Max. Oh, you need my password. Let me go ahead and give that to you.
Like I told my husband, I'm like, get your husband, get your boyfriend to
Because
give
it's,
us access
I
to
was about
that
to say,
HBO
because
Max.
he has the code to do it, to give it to you, because it goes on his email that I can't, like, I don't have access to or whatever.
Right.
So he's like, because it's on his phone. So I was like,
Yeah.
you just gotta give them the code so they can watch this shit. Um, but those, I do agree that they're fine films, and I'd love to see them on the big screen, like for sure.
Yeah.
But that's everything. We are out of time, which is fair
Yeah.
because I started late, but that's fair.
I mean, we still had an hour and a half run time. I know we're
Mm-hmm.
like later than we knew it really are.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, ending with Ghibli films is a good ending, in my opinion. Like that was a good question.
Yeah.
Thank you
Like
guys. Oh, go ahead.
I feel like Ghibli's always a good AMA question.
I love Ghibli films. They're so good. I hope they never stop. But I also know that uh, Miyazaki might be like, please stop. I need to retire. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed this AMA as much as we have. with all the random questions we ask, which I will never get tired of. I love asking random questions. And
That's just our ADD.
I know for sure. Stay safe out there. We all know that the world is in crazy mode right now, but just be sure to take care of each other. Stay safe out there, and we will see you guys next week with a new topic. Yeah?
Watch a Ghibli film.
Go watch a Ghibli film.
Not Grave of the Fireflies.
Please, God, no.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry, but no.
We love you, but that's just only going to make everything worse. Please don't go watch that.
Yeah, please don't go watch that. How about Porco
Not right
Rosso?
now.
How about Porco Rosso or Spirited Away? Something with a nice feel-good feeling, you know? One of those. But yes, take care of each other, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Wait, who the fuck are you, ma'am?
Oh, shoot. Are we doing that? Okay. I'll do it quickly. My name is A Bowl of Ricey, and I stream, and you can find me here at A Bowl of Ricey, and on Twitter with that name. That's me.
You can find me at Mickey Ree on Twitter and here under the same name. I say hello.
Hello. But yes, that's who I am. That is who you are. Sorry,
You
we're kind
can
of
find
rushing.
us here on Sundays at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. When we don't have holidays or we're not sick or anything like that. You can also find us on Twitter at What's Your Open 10. I put it in the chat. So you're welcome to always give us more questions. Give us topic suggestions. Anything you'd like for us to talk about, we would be more than happy to hear you out on our Twitter. I may actually go and continue our Ghibli discussion on Twitter.
I think that's a good idea.
I
will
love
not.
talking
I was
about
about to say
Ghibli.
I will never stop talking about Ghibli. I love Ghibli films.
I do too, especially like now that I got onto Nausicaa. I'm like, oh no, I feel the hyperfixation.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's creeping in.
I have the hyperfixation. It's coming on, and I'm sorry if I go on like a huge ass tangent on the Twitter.
Yeah.
But y'all had a warning, so
I'm here for it. All right, but yes, stay safe. Take care. Bye bye.
Wee.